Now, in terms of what they are doing, I mean, you've really got to come down hard. When you break someone's property, when you hurt somebody, like the thugs that were beating up that white guy who voted for Trump, you know, the Detroit scene, that was so horrible. That, and the other thing that was just as horrible to me was white students shouting white power and build the wall in their schools and putting up signs that say colored people drink from this water fountain, white people from that. I think both that is hate. Hate crime should be prosecuted as such. We should
but you're not
be intolerant.
You're not apples to appling here. We're looking at business being burned down. We're looking at things being thrown at
to
cops.
Me, I'm telling you, Pete, I'm telling you.
No, the mass scale of this over 3 days, it's going to grow into the weekend.
A hateful act is a hateful act, whether it's that you're seeing or whether it's someone shouting white power.
Fair enough. One is speech, as bad as it may be. Another is assaulting cops.
What I said was not speech. That's hate.
Well,
I understand.
What's your line of hate speech and speech? I mean, I get it. There's really terrible speech.
I was a protester in 1968. I was arrested in 1969 in Washington, D.C. in Donald Rumsfeld's office for a protest. You protest. That is a long tradition of that, protected by the United States.
What are you trying to prove here? They should do themselves a favor. There's a map out there that shows county by county across America who voted Trump and who voted Hillary Clinton. Now, there are a few counties on both of the coasts that were heavily populated that voted for Clinton, but the vast majority on a county by county basis is red. Most of the counties voted for Donald Trump.
We're going to get into the popular vote in a moment. But the hate crime thing, I feel very strongly about. Every state.
But in fairness,
every state.
In your montage, you could have also included those schools where white students simultaneously started shouting white power, build the wall, build the wall.
That was very small.
Well, I think that would be like we condemn it across the board.
No. You can't make a moral equivalence to what happened in Portland, Oregon, where millions of dollars in destruction and the police were put in harm's way and everything else, with some individual loons who may do appalling things.
I saw water fountains where the kids had put colored people, white people for different water
Those
fountains.
are disturbed individuals, and they don't elevate up to a national story as the poor guy in Chicago, who we saw obviously being attacked for the only reason of his vote. So I'm telling you, would either of you object to
his race than his vote.
every state categorizing political violence as a hate crime?
Of course not.
All right, so you're for it?
I'm for it.
Okay, but can we just make a distinction between people saying despicable things and deplorable things, being horrible,
and somebody kicking somebody in the head,
and creating violence, breaking, causing destruction, property damage,
and racism on a large scale, or even a scale that is disturbing because of its explicitness, we'll cover it. But there isn't that right now.